Computers were always a big part of my childhood. My dad studied computer science at UMBC more than 30 years ago and started his own information technology company in the late 90s. So from an early age, I had access to computers in my family's household. My dad introduced my brothers and me to video games on his PC, letting us play educational games like Putt-Putt and Pajama Sam that both captured our attention and sparked our lifelong interest in the medium. We spent our time after school and on weekends playing Sega and Nintendo, but also miscellaneous Flash-based games on the internet. My parents never restricted our internet access, keeping our browsing habits safe through education about how to use the computer rather than filters or time limits. As a result, we experienced a little bit of all game genres, and we all eventually found games that we were truly passionate about. For my two older brothers, it was World of Warcraft, teaching them the craft of skill-based player-versus-player combat and later leading them to compete professionally in games such as Smite. For me, it was the family-friendly Flash-based multiplayer web game Club Penguin, which I learned about through my brothers at the age of 8. It was 2006 when I first played the game, but it really caught my attention in early 2007. I walked into school one day and saw that dozens of my friends and classmates were playing Club Penguin. They were all a part of this little virtual world where you control a penguin avatar, chat with each other, play minigames to earn coins, and buy clothing and furniture to customize your account. The game was simple compared to other massive multiplayer online games. There wasn't a deep combat system or leveling up, but that was undoubtedly part of its charm. What felt like tons of other kids and I logged onto this game, we acted silly, we showed off our items, we talked to each other before we were old enough for cell phones, and we shared rumors about the game in school the next day. Even though I'm pretty sure deep down we all knew that it was impossible to tip the iceberg or become a ninja. As fun as all of that was, that isn't what kept me playing the game for 10 years. See, what separated my love for Club Penguin from my love for all other video games I had played up to that point is that shortly after I started playing it, I discovered a community of people on YouTube who made videos about the game. Some were cheat tutorials, some were just footage of people logging online, but some were little stories. Some had people logging online and recording footage of themselves and other penguins in just the right place and saying just the right things to put together little comedic bits, music videos, and even dramas. Soon enough, I thought, hey, I can do this, and I got together with my friend Alex to make a 3-minute music video of Blue Badabi by Eiffel65. Now, don't get me wrong, this was a terrible video, but I uploaded it on YouTube and it got views. A couple dozen views from strangers was enough to convince me to make another video. By the end of 2007, I was up to 60 subscribers to my YouTube channel, and by the middle of 2009, I was up to more than 7,000. I would log online to Club Penguin to be swarmed by people asking if I could add them to my friends list. I hosted online meetups that made servers entirely fill up. People requested music videos of their favorite songs and left kind comments about how my brothers and my comedy series, Poner TV, made them laugh. As we aged out of the range of its target demographic, my friends outgrew Club Penguin, some sooner than others. At this point, however, I had developed friendships with other people in the video making community. We gave each other feedback, collaborated with each other, learned about each other's backgrounds, and spent afternoons in chat rooms with each other. And by connecting on other social media platforms, it sort of feels like we've watched each other grow up, even if some of us are a hemisphere apart. For a different perspective, I asked my good friend Lauren, an Australian girl who I know just as well by the screen name Wicked Wicks, to summarize what the Club Penguin community has meant to her.
Hello. I enjoyed Club Penguin as it was different to anything I had played before. I enjoyed all the aspects of it. I liked the games, the parties, the players. I also made friendships and always found it interesting to learn about others as some came from different countries. I grew attached to the huge community that came out of the game. It really was a big part of my childhood. It really helped me grow and develop skills I would probably never have otherwise. Having people enjoy what I did made me feel happy as well, and overall just boosted my confidence.
Friends like Lauren and other people in the Club Penguin video community are why I stayed tuned into the game for so long, throughout middle, high school, and even college. I've uploaded hundreds of Club Penguin videos, and when I look back at my first before looking at my latest, I can see how far I've come in the realm of video editing and graphic design. I created my penguin Nachoz Rule on March 17th, 2007. My account turned 10 years old earlier this year, and unfortunately, not 2 weeks later, it was gone forever, as Disney announced that they would be shutting down Club Penguin on March 29th, due to an unforeseeable future for games based on the dying Adobe Flash player. While this was sad, I'll always have the video footage, experience, and memories of my time with Club Penguin. But after the 10-year-old saga it had in my 19-year-old life, it's time to waddle on. Actually, I'm not completely done just yet. You see, there are a few video projects that I started before Club Penguin ended that I wouldn't feel quite right abandoning. And while the original game is defunct, there are lots of good private servers, like Club Penguin Rewritten and Free Penguin, that should allow me to finish some of what I started. Like the long-lost 17th episode of Poner TV, for instance? Stay tuned, YouTube.